To the women featured on Her Impact, we would like to say a big fat thank you for inspiring us with your words, for motivating us with your stories. This episode is devoted to all 5 of you. By revisiting parts of your interviews. Let me take you back when you started. How did you start in science? Because that's science, right?
Yes.
So you started as a public health expert. What is your studies?
So my first degree, I got a bachelor degree in chemistry because as a teenager or as a kid, at least as a teenager, I really liked chemistry and mathematics. Chemistry was like my passion. I was really into chemistry, so my first step is like, okay, let me study chemistry and see how it's gonna go from there.
So you like chemistry from your child?
Yeah.
Why do you like chemistry? I mean, usually young girls, they prefer to do something, models or whatever. It's very rare.
If I was a model, I would be fine as well. Don't take me wrong. But chemistry for me was like a puzzle. It was like fascinating me to see how things work, like what is behind in nature and in your life that you cannot see, and you can explain so much things that you experience during the day that you don't think about.
So Natalie, can you talk a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I think I'm very lucky. I have a really nice job. I'm, as you mentioned, an astrophysicist. Mm-hmm. People often ask me the difference between astronomy and astrophysics. So astronomy could be looking up to the night sky, looking at the stars, using a telescope or even binoculars, and trying to understand, what is up there in the night sky above us. Astrophysics, on the other hand, uses the laws of physics and maths to really understand physically what's going on.
So you go from observation just merely to explain phenomena about the space, let's say.
Yeah, it's the science behind it. Mm-hmm. So I'm an extragalactic astronomer. That means that I work on galaxies other than our own, other than the Milky Way.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So is that specifically the object that interests you, the galaxies, let's say?
Yeah, so my work focuses on understanding how galaxies evolve with time.
I can definitely give advice. Look, I mean, I'm a woman in academia. I'm a woman researcher, or I'm also a mother. I'm also juggling various hats and various roles. Mm-hmm. I think one of the things is to ask and look for flexi time, part-time work, and employment, as well as remote work. I'll tell a personal story that may or may not inspire you. A couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I was unemployed. I wanted to spend more time with my daughter, but I also wanted to keep my CV open and full and bountiful, and showing that there were not many gaps in the time period that I spent away. What I did was I started doing short-term consultancies, no matter what they were in my field of expertise. And I'm very grateful for the women that helped me get there.
So you are also, except from woman in business, you're also a woman in science. So you combine these two characteristics, which is really interesting. We see science and business where they can actually be relevant and create something, right?
Yes, exactly. It's good to be able to have a science and be able to pass it on through your business, through training, through any way possible.
So can you tell us what exactly is food safety, your science? I mean, is it about only storing and processing the food, or is it also include the production stage, the agricultural stage, let's say, or the fishing stage?
Well, food safety is anything that has to do with making our food safe. Our food starts from the farm. So we always hear for food safety, we always hear the term from farm to fork.
Oh gosh, it's quite hard. Look, there's no denying that cancer is ugly. Okay. So there's no, I'm not sitting here going, oh, it's an amazing experience once you're through it. It's an ugly experience. And there's a lot of fear attached to it. But I want people who are either in it now or sort of coming towards the end of the treatment. I want to say to them, as someone who is 8 years down the line, that there is such a good quality of life to lead afterwards. Where you are now is temporary. It's not always going to be like this. There is a good quality of life.
They're not going to live.
No, life is. No, I never thought there was some really bleak moments for me, and I never thought it would get better. And I thought that was what my life was going to be. And things are temporary, things will change, things do get better, and there is a really good life to be had after cancer or living with cancer.